So, my friends, welcome to a new altcoin update video. And I thought I'd do Aave again today. It just has the aspect that quite a bit has changed here, or rather, we've also picked up quite a bit from our positions since our last video. You know, it's a project that I got into a bit later. I think it was only, let me guess, about 2 months ago or something like that. That means our entry was this green box. You might still be able to remember that. You might remember it was around 290, or let's say roughly 300. Then we had the first pump, but I didn't quite reach my general percentage. That's why the position is still running, but we had other ones as well. Buy orders down in the hidden. Let's take a look at how they played out and what to pay attention to in the future. If you're interested, feel free to stick around until the end. Otherwise, I would also appreciate a comment down below. If you have any more altcoin suggestions, feel free to write them down below. I've gathered a few more, don't worry, but if you have anything else, feel free to write them down below. Otherwise, leave a subscription and definitely check out the free Telegram chat and Signal group. If you're interested in updates, news, and signals, feel free to join in. You can find the link down in the video description. For example, if you want to buy Aave, you can do that at my partner exchange, BingX. That way you support the channel, and I can also participate in this points carnival right now. That means for every 1,000 USDT in trading volume, you get 1 point here, which you can exchange for rewards. So, yeah, Aave, what has happened? We've come under pressure like the entire altcoin market here, but to be honest, we have held up fairly well here. Sure, we're still like that 35% down, but we're still much further away from the last high for many. That's point number one. In my opinion, the DeFi protocol and the DeFi market haven't really performed well in the last weeks and months. Plus, our second, the order was picked up. I honestly have to admit the third one, it was down here, it wasn't picked up. I would now slightly move that up due to the monthly pivots. The third one is now set at 200 US dollar. The last one, as I said, it was in this price range around 231 down to 222 US dollars. So right here at the golden pocket, nicely picked up, but with this massive wick. That's why I've added a small order here again. That means you have a nice DCA from up here down to about 37%. And then on average, I'd say you should only be down about 17% if we reach this target down here. Reaching this target, that's the point of these altcoin videos, of these altcoin positions. Do DCA, look for sensible zones downwards. And then I'd say adjust your DCA. I wanted to get into this project, but it could have just as easily gone up and we could have had an altcoin season. Then I would have been annoyed. So I had 25% in, steam round, next buy order, and I want to have the last one down here at around 200 up to $185. You know, I still have more orders down at the very bottom, but I would leave them down here for now. That was just the range. I wouldn't call that a buy order yet, but we might be able to, if it really comes to that. Here below in the area of 120 US dollars, I also want to add a buy order as I'm currently reaching these two, or rather this one last one down here. Not really, because to be honest, I don't expect us to go back towards 120 US dollars. The position, of course, massively into the red. On the other hand, for the long term, and if you believe in the project, this entry down here wouldn't really be a bad idea. Otherwise, technically speaking, we have this massive wick here, like almost everywhere, which really bothers me because it's obviously hard for the position to do anything here. Our next price range upwards would be roughly between 283 to about 295 US dollars. That's the zone that I think we will be heading towards now. In the coming days, of course, altcoin dominance for those who watched the video this morning, also regarding Ethereum and Solana. And so we have this upward potential everywhere, at least here into the golden pocket, at most up here into this 4-hour supply at 315. And that we then fill this wick down here. And then let's say we might get this pump or possibly the altcoin season at some point. But I would like to fill this wick here before we move into another phase. Let's say, I guess the bull run might go over the complete 3, 4, 5 next months. I'd like to pick up in this price range down here with this wick. The inefficiency hasn't been completely filled yet here. We did have another one down here, but like I said, that's absolutely the worst right now. In case I expect us to go to $120, let's see what happens. The bull run targets, as I said, remain the same. It's important to get above the resistance here at the top of the golden pocket at 446, and otherwise I'll stay here at a maximum of $600 for now. Feel free to share your opinion in the comments below about what you think of this. Are you still in A when it is? Are you still going to invest? Feel free to write it down. And otherwise I would say, let's hear from you in the next altcoin. The update video was short and to the point, but there's really not much to say here. I just wanted to bring you up to date. That's it from me for now. Ciao. And as always, stay crypto.